911 for emergency.
Hi, my next door neighbor, I don't know what happened, but there's blood everywhere.
Did your neighbor say what happened?
I don't know, I'm looking at him right now, and there's blood.
Where is it coming from?
I have no idea.
Did he talk to you?
Oh my God, it comes in my chest.
On August 29th, 2019, 911 dispatchers received a disturbing call that changed far too many lives.
Okay, can you let me know what happened? What happened, David? Brad?
What
happened, Brad? He's not talking. I don't know what to do.
Okay, is he breathing?
Yes.
He's bleeding from the chest.
He's talking.
Okay, so can you ask him where he is bleeding from and what happened?
No, he's not talking at all. Please hurry. Wait to get it right now.
Okay, I've got help coming that way, but I need you to tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. He's not saying anything.
In Glendale, Arizona, an unsuspecting neighbor heard shots coming from her neighbor's house and reported it immediately. The 911 call was horrible enough, but the scene in front of the detectives was truly a nightmare. The dead body was identified as 43-year-old Bradley Harshman, lying in his own pool of blood. It clearly looked like a merciless attack, and Brandon's roommate had a lot to say about this. 35-year-old Brent Carvajal clearly did not seem surprised by the scene in his hallway. As he walked in, he seemed entirely clueless and unbothered by what was lying in his apartment. He was taken in for questioning, but this interrogation would soon become one of the most insane confessions ever.
Hello. Hey, Brent. Yeah. How you doing?
Not very good.
Not very good. Well, my name's Stephanie, okay? I work here with Glendale. I need to talk to you about some things, okay? I'm going to start just by getting your information to make sure I have it right. Is that okay? Can you spell your last name for me, Brent? Do you have a phone number?
I really don't know. I don't even know my phone, if I have a phone anymore.
Okay, that's okay. What kind of tattoos do you have?
Haley, Heather, my last name, and this is my friend.
And that's your friend? Did they hurt?
Only this one.
Yeah, that's kind of a tender spot, huh? Where are you from?
Phoenix, Arizona.
You were born here? Yeah. Is your family here?
I'm all alone.
You're all alone?
But my family lives, I don't even know where they live.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Well, we're here, okay? Have they been treating you okay? Okay, good. I'm glad. If you have any questions for me while we're here, just feel free to ask, okay? But I kind of want to talk to you about what got us here. In order to do that, I have to read you your Miranda warnings, okay?
Brent clearly has issues, but the question is, to what extent did his mental state contribute to the death of Brandon? He seems to have no proper recollection of time or facts, so getting the truth out of him will be tough for the detectives. The female detective understands that she needs empathy for a confession and not aggression at the moment, so she does her best to establish a good rapport and make him comfortable. But is this enough for a confession?
Where are you living right now? And how long have you been there?
A few months,
A few months?
I think.
Okay. Where were you at before that?
I was homeless.
You were homeless? How long were you homeless for?
5 years.
Oh my gosh. That had to have been rough, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. Who do you live at your current apartment with? How many people live there?
2.
2?
Mario and Brent.
And Brent. Mario and Brent or Mario and Brad?
Bradley.
Bradley, okay. So it's you, Mario, and Bradley. Do you have do you all have your own rooms, or how's that set up?
We all have our rooms, and we're not supposed to really be in each other's rooms or meddling with each other's stuff. But it's we're all supposed to be on our own.
Yeah. Okay.
I try to share.
That's very nice of you. How long has Mario lived there? Do you know?
3 years.
Okay. And then what about Bradley?
I don't know.
You don't know how long. Was he there when you moved in, or did he come after?
Before I moved in.
Okay. So you're the newest to the apartment. Okay. Do any of you work or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. What's your relationship like with your roommates? Do you guys get along?
I thought it was cool. I thought they liked me.
Okay. You say that like you don't think that anymore. Can you explain that?
Mario is a good guy.
Okay.
But Bradley, he started turning crazy on me. I didn't think he was racist, but I think he was.
Why do you think he was racist?
Because I don't know. His tats, his everything, and he kept calling me out of my name.
What would he say to you about your name?
Call me a spig, and like I kept noticing he was doing things like, and somehow he had monitors in the house, like bugs in the house, where like my friend Brett came over and we were talking. And he came back and he knew exactly what was going on. Like he had a recorder or something. A sound. The house is monitored. There's cameras in there. There's sound. They listen to everything in there.
Have you seen the cameras?
No.
Or you just know they're there?
I know they're there because they'll sometimes talk to me. Like a voice will talk to me. Those windows are shatterproof.
Okay.
The house, the apartment is basically bulletproof. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
What do the voices say when they talk to you?
They're not in my head. There's actually an intercom in there that'll say stuff. Like
what do they say?
They'll just say real quick stuff.
Like what?
Like go to sleep. You should wake up. Like go brush your teeth. Like they'll just say simple things like that real quickly. I don't know who it is.
Okay.
There were 3 people who lived in the apartment: Brent, Bradley, and another man named Mario, the same roommate who also discovered the body and called 911. According to Brent, Bradley and Mario were in constant clashes. On the other hand, Mario had a good friendship with Brent. But did Mario have something to do with Bradley's death? Or could he be an accomplice?
You mentioned earlier that you like that you share some stuff, or like you try and be nice.
Cigarettes.
Okay.
I'm for it, but I shared so much
with Mario and Brad. Okay. So, walk me through what happened today and why you're here.
It was building up for a couple of days. I kept telling, because he kept smoking meth in the other room.
Brad did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would invite this guy over, and the guy was saying, Brad said you'll cover him. You need to pay us. You need to pay us.
Okay.
And they're like, it's up to $400 now. You're smoking, like Brad will, like he ordered an ounce or something, and he said, oh, I gave that to Brent. Like they were gaming on me, like, you know, they're like, you better pay up or else. And then I said, don't let that fall in the house. And then I called the cops multiple times. I called crisis. I called the cops. I called everybody.
Okay.
I said, get this guy out of here. Plus, there's dope in the room. They didn't give 2 shits. Okay. So I told the cop, I said, if he comes at me, what are my rights? He goes, He goes, do what you have to do. I go, I'm serious. These people are trying to kill me. There's a hit on me. Like, someone put a hit on me.
Okay.
And they're stupid idiots that try to play the bad guy. And I'm not to be played with. Like,
Okay.
I know exactly what I did. And, so I said, voice, what is he doing in there? He says he's getting cracked the out and he's mumbling about someone. And then all of a sudden he goes, and then I heard intruder alert because he said, Brent, they said, Brent, watch your back, and like the monitor went off. Like this guy's coming at you with a knife, and he was banging on my door. He's like,
Brad was
banging on my door, and he said, if you don't come out, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Mario again. And then I heard Mario crying, and then I said, if I open this door, and I said, the lady said, he has something in his waist. The voice is a lady. He said,
that's from the monitors.
The monitors to it, Brent, don't open the door. Don't open the door. And then I heard Mario go to answer the door. I said, stay there. He said, I'm staying put until one of you comes out. I said, if you dare threaten me, I'm gonna murk you. I said,
you said that to Brad?
Yeah, I said,
okay.
Do not enter my door. I will you.
Okay.
And I don't care if I go to jail for the rest of my life for this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I said, do not come in my door. I don't give a I'm sleeping. Quit bugging us. I said, go next door and go smoke some meth with the other people. This is supposed to be a clean house. And he said, oh, you want beef? Why are there cops outside? Because the cops were already there. I don't know. He said there's cops outside. He goes, I'm you before you as soon as you open the door. And then the voice said, stay in your room no matter what.
Okay.
And then he said he's gonna light this place. He was gonna smoke us out. Like he had a gas, and he was about to blow the doors open.
Okay.
This guy's nuts. Like, anyway, so I opened the door. He immediately started hitting me. I said, "Stop hitting me." He said, "These punches are I'm throwing hate. I'm knocking you the f. I'm gonna kill like I did, like my family did your dad."
Where was he hitting you? Like on
he hit me in the temple.
Okay.
He hit me 3 times, and I shut the door on him. I shut the door on him, and I think I broke his hand because his hand got caught in the door. He said,
"In the door?"
Yeah. So he said, "Will you please let go of my hand?" And then when he opened up the door, he reached for his knife, and then that's when I got him.
Okay. When he reached for his knife, does he carry a knife normally?
No, he had it right here, and I go, "Don't reach for it." He goes, "Where's your knife?" I go, "It's on the bed." He goes, "I'm you right now."
Okay. What did his knife look like, Brent?
It was a black one like this, and there's a black one like this on his waist.
Was it like a straight blade or was it folding? Could you describe it at all?
It happened too quick.
Okay.
He never got it. As soon as he reached for it, I got him.
Okay. And you carry a knife, is that correct? Okay. And what kind of knife do you carry?
It's a kitchen knife.
Okay. And what does it look
with
like?
With a sheath on it, and
what color is the sheath?
It's a clear sheath.
Oh, okay. Like kind of see-through?
Yeah.
Okay. How big is it?
That's like, the blade.
The blade is that big? Where do you?
I bought it from Walmart for 89¢.
Okay, and then where do you keep it?
In my pocket.
In your pocket?
Because that hood's very dangerous.
Okay. So when you said he was reaching for the knife, was it already in your pocket? Your knife?
I had it on my left hand.
Oh, okay.
So because they said he, and then they said there was a person in the other room with a gun.
And these are from the monitors?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were helping me.
Okay.
There was a Mexican guy in a red shirt. They were. They said once I get you, I'm gonna get Mario and everything. I said what? And then that's I poked him once, and I go, you better back off. And then that's when he went super crazy on me. I go, don't you realize what just happened? He said, you hit too weak. Like you barely tapped me. I go, dude, what are you talking about? You don't feel that? And then he goes, no. I go, what are you on? He goes, I'm on the best binge of my life. And I go, dude, you're gonna. And then he charged me again. And I have a hard head, but he was charging me, and he was trying to reach his thing. And that's when I got him again, and then he screamed for the gunner to come in. That's what the monitors were saying. Like there's someone in the room.
Id you hear him scream for the gunner, or did the monitors tell you he was screaming for the gunner?
Both.
Okay.
And he said that they were gathering. Like,
okay.
There was no way, there was no escape.
Okay.
And so I poked him again. I said, you better fucking back off. He's like, he said, he was screaming out gang language. Like, he goes, you know what this means? This, like, he was explaining his task. He was, okay. I'm a Nazi. So that's when I gave him a final puncture. Okay. And then I said, and then that's when he backed up. He goes, oh shit, you're stabbing me. I go, how high are you?
Yeah.
And then he started freaking out, and I said, I'm gonna call an ambulance for you. And that's when I called. I said the ambulance, they never come out for me. 911 doesn't do shit for me. I'm sorry to say that. They wouldn't help me for 3 days when me and Mario were being harmed. And the guy just said, hey, I live here. Mm-hmm. And I was like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
I told the cop, I'm going to end up killing someone. And I said, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Look, I've been abused all my life. I promise you. And I warned him so many times. And then as soon as it happened, I called my on-call staff. It finally happened.
The mental health records of Brent have not been revealed, but it is clear from his behavior that he has many kinds of delusions. One of them is bizarre delusions. Brent described his voices constantly talking in his head and telling him that his life is in danger and that people are always trying to kill him. This is the state of mind that Brent had been living in. He also thinks that there are bugs planted everywhere and they record him. His body language also suggests that within this interrogation room, the delusions are taking over. But just in a few moments, this confession gets even crazier than expected.
Take me back just a little bit. You said, so he was in the doorway, and you said that's when you had the knife in your left hand and you poked him.
I opened the doorway, and he said, he just started shouting out like he was going to, you guys.
Did he say he was going to?
Yeah, okay. He said once I get rid of you, Mario's next.
Okay.
And he said he's in a like he did John. Someone died in the apartment before.
Oh wow. Okay. When you poked him the first time, you're saying you stabbed him with a knife. Is that correct? Okay. And where on his body? Can you point on your body where?
Here.
Okay.
And then I think around here, and then you're here.
Okay. And then you referred to it as like the final puncture. Was that the one in the chest?
Yeah, because I just went into a mode to where, because my dad warned me people were after me, and then the girl next door, Kelly, told me you better do something drastic because they're getting ready to gut you and torture you. Like they're getting revved up to you, and everybody in the whole complex is and then there's a gang approaching to just come in into the house and destroy me. And I promise you that's the truth.
Okay.
And Kelly's a good girl. She warned me all the time, and she shot one of. She said, I don't know if she shot one of them, but she has a gun.
Okay.
And I tried so much, and she was don't worry. And see, you're gonna either have to do something real drastic, or you're about to die tonight. And I said, what do you mean? She was, don't you hear on the news your whole family's being attacked?
And when did Kelly tell you this? Was that today?
Today, and I said, I'm going in my room. I said, tell everybody to just leave me alone. They go, no, as soon as you fall asleep, they're gonna break in. Either they're gonna or set the house on fire, or they don't give a about Eddie. She goes, you care about this place, Marla cares about this place, I care about this place, but no one else cares.
Okay.
And then she goes, you're either gonna have. She didn't egg me on. She gave me a warning that there's like, by the way, they're making torture. They're gonna torture you.
Though the murder itself was driven by insanity, the motive seems to be wrapped around Mario. Brent, in his twisted ways, was thinking that if he did not attack Bradley, Mario's life would be in danger. This, along with Kelly and his father apparently telling him how dangerous the world is for him, has driven him into madness. This is probably what fueled his delusions of persecution. Brent thinks the whole world is out to get only him. In his head, Bradley may have seemed like the only solution.
Do you think that you stabbed Brad 3 times? Or you don't know how many times?
Each stab was the first stab was a warning. I told him you better back off, and then I showed him the knife. He goes, you ain't got the guts, and he went into like. That's when he started going out. I go, are you fucking?
That's when he started punching you
again. Like he wouldn't stop punching me.
So
like,
a second
yeah
time, essentially, he started punching you again.
I fucking warned him, and then.
Were you trying to? What was your intent?
I wasn't trying to. I went into defense mode.
Okay.
Like.
And this all happened in your room or in the hallway? Kind of explain to me better where it happened.
He broke in my room.
Okay. So when you first poked him, as you
there's blood spill in my room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I haven't been to the house. That's why I need you to kind of explain that.
Blood spill in my room.
Okay.
If you I'm gonna be sick.
Do you need something to throw up in?
I can't believe that this is going on right now.
Okay. Take a breath. Take your time.
If you look at any of the photos or whatever, the starts in my doorway and the corner where there's no reason he should be going in the hallway on our side of the room, because he lives on the opposite side. Like we both told him to leave us alone, so there's no reason he should have been over there.
Okay.
And
so you, just so I have it straight, you and Mario are on kind of one side and Brad's on the other.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That dude, he says he's military, but Brad says he's military, and They were talking about death all night. They're talking about kill. They think I'm dull, and they think Mario has Down syndrome.
Where's the knife? Where's your knife right now?
I have no idea.
You don't know what you did with it?
I just threw it in the room.
In your room?
Yeah.
So it should supposedly be in your room. Okay.
It is truly sad to see this visual. A man riddled with mental health issues who never got help. And that led to tragedy. But does one feel empathy towards his condition or anger towards his crime?
Did Brad end up like kind of in the living room or doorway somehow? Do you remember any of that?
He finally realized he was cut.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to call the ambulance for you. And then he started freaking out and he said, Brett, do me a favor, never smoke again. Because he said he had a moment of clarity. I said, how high are you? He goes, it's bad dope. Go get checked out. Because I don't feel good right now at all.
Do you smoke? Do you do drugs of any kind?
I try not to.
Okay.
As much as I can, but
what do you use meth?
Yeah, that's my favorite choice. I might still have some in my system.
When was the last time you smoked?
5 days ago, 4 days ago.
Have you slept since then? I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I can't sleep when there's so much violence going on in my house.
Okay.
Like they
You're okay. Take your time.
I'm very scared right now.
Okay. You're allowed to be scared.
No one listened to my cries for help.
Okay.
If you please, there's my number. How many times I called the police in the past week trying to get these people out of my house.
Okay.
Brent already had a lot of issues, but his drug usage, including heavy doses of meth, has made this condition so much worse. It isn't confirmed, but he was under the influence of a narcotic substance even when he attacked Bradley. According to Mario, the main incident after which the whole situation escalated was related to headphones. Bradley was trying to get his headphones back. Brent attacked him in a deluded state of mind.
Did you and Brad have an issue over like a set of headphones or something? Did he let you borrow headphones?
Yeah, he was
that an issue?
He let me borrow the headphones just so he could get me to open the door. That was it. He goes.
When did he let you borrow them?
He let me have them.
Okay, well, when was that?
A few nights ago, and then he's like, "If you're gonna be a dick, I need those headphones back." And the monitor said, just give, like they're saying, we don't know what to do. Is he being charged for what is he thinking? And then I said, go away, and I'll open the door and throw them to you.
Okay.
And then he started kicking and pounding on my door. Like he was, I'm gonna break in this door. And like he was for some reason trying to me very bad. Like I'm dead serious. It was either gonna be me or him. And
did he say that? What makes you say he was trying to kill really bad?
For days he was saying, I'm gonna kill you as soon as you fall asleep.
Okay. Have you guys had...
He's popped my bed. He's pissed on my clothes. He's spit in my food. He's done everything.
Has it ever gotten like physical, like violence between you guys?
He's tried to swing on me.
Okay.
But I dodged it, or I told him, you don't want no problem with me. Keep hitting me, because. And then once Kelly told me that they beat down Mario every time I'm asleep, and then there's a Whitney girl that he beat the living shit out of. There's a girl named Whitney next door that he beat the living shit out of.
Brad beat the shit out of? Okay.
Out of over a microwave. Brad's not saying like.
How long ago was that?
This is fresh. Like
how many days?
I'm not sure.
Weeks? Days?
Days. Like
okay. Okay, so when he was banging on your door, who else at that point do you think was in the house other than Brad? Or do you not know?
They were coming in. Like people in red were coming in. That's the gang color red.
And they were dressed in red? Did you see these people? Or were the monitors telling you?
Brad saw them in the backyard, and they flashed a pistol.
Brad did?
No, Brad saw a gang member in the backyard, and he flashed a pistol on me.
Okay, who are you? Brett?
Brett.
Who is Brett?
Brett, from the ag team. She visited me, and she said, by the way, they're after you.
So she was there with you? In your room?
No, in the living room.
In the living room. Yeah. And who is she with? I'm sorry.
Arizona ag team.
Okay, so she was in the living. Was this right before this all happened? Or like, I'm just trying to get like a better timeline. Does that make sense? So I understand what you're telling me.
Earlier today.
Earlier today. So like when it was still light out?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, if I told you I love you, will you come with me? She's like, place. She said, will you come with me you can live with me at my house?
And she told you there were people in red outside flashing a pistol?
Yeah, like.
Did you actually see these people?
Yeah,
okay.
I saw them too. And then I kept seeing people in red, like all around. And
like how many people? Like big group?
It's a gang. Like
I know, but there's different sized gangs, buddy.
I don't know how big the gang is, but there was one of them, and there was two people, and then there was a few people.
Okay.
And they were like, "Who stole the dope? Where's the dope?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they're like, there's an ounce in your house. Like they're like, one of you owes for the house for the ounce. I said, "Brad, what did you do?" You know what I mean?
Okay. And that's when you first confronted Brad?
He blamed it on me. He blamed it on me.
He told the gang people that it was you?
Yeah.
Okay. And he owed them money or something or dope?
Dude,
it was all over money or dope?
Yeah, and the guy in handcuffs, they arrested some Mexican guy in handcuffs. He's the dope dealer. That
not Mario.
Mario's innocent.
Okay.
He's a sweetie.
Okay.
There's a guy that was in handcuffs.
So that was earlier today.
His name's Jesus.
Okay.
Another observation to make is Brent is talking about his drug dealer, whose alleged name was Jesus. A man with this name was never found. Maybe this was an attempt of Brent's brain trying to make sense of reality and his delusions. On September 7th, 2021, Brent Carvajal was convicted with manslaughter for the murder of Bradley Harshman. He was sentenced to 10 years and 6 months in prison, and currently he is serving his sentence in the La Palma Correctional Center in Arizona.
But the gang stuff, that was earlier today, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were just in your room minding your own business when Brad came to the door, started banging on the door with
I was
the headphones?
literally falling asleep.
Okay. And you kind of were just in your room minding your own business, falling asleep.
Yeah.
And you heard Brad banging on the door as if he was going to break in the door.
He was kicking it, banging on it.
Yelling about his headphones.
I'm like, all this over to headphones? You don't even have a phone, bro. You don't even have a CD player. Okay. It's not that serious. I said, I'm not going to answer the door until you calm down. and he was extremely high.
Okay,
Like,
and then that's when the monitor started kind of telling you what was going on?
Either my phone, because my phone's, I'm sure it's tapped.
Okay. So either
it's
your
the phone or the intercom. I don't know which one.
Okay. So they started telling you about what was going on with Brad, kind of like what they could see.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. And they also shut up my windows, but like I said,
But they're bulletproof.
But the windows are pretty solid.
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I get food and he just throws it away. Like he's like, F your food.
Okay.
Like he.
Right. Okay, so Brad's banging on the door. He's trying to get your headphones. At some point, do you open the door or he breaks down the door?
He was picking the lock.
Okay.
And he kind of got it open. And then I said, you just broke in. I said, I told you I'm not playing with you.
So did you ever open the door or did he get into your room on his own?
He got into my room on his own.
Okay. And then you told him, dude, you're breaking into my room.
Yeah, I said, get back. I said, stand back. I go, this is the final warning. I go, I'm not playing with you. He said, I'm not playing with you either, boy. And he started calling me all these ignorant.
At that point, did you have the knife in your hand?
You
were ready. Okay.
I was ready. Like,
all right.
At least I'm not dead.
Okay.
God bless his soul, but.
And then he started punching you in the head?
He immediately went in, and he immediately went in as soon as he can.
And started punching you in the head. But you didn't stab him yet, right?
He punched me like 4 times. I go, okay, you proved your point. Back off now.
Okay.
And then some said, Brent, you're gonna take this from him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, there's people in the room that as soon as you get knocked out, they're gonna pour acid on you.
Okay.
And then that's what the voices said.
Okay, and you were like, I'm not gonna take this. Is that right?
They said it's you or him, and no, they said the cops were already in the house. Okay. And they let it go on.
Okay, so the voices in intercoms said, "Hey, Brent, it's either you or him." And what did you think? You said, "Did you think it's him?" Or did you think what did you think at that moment?
It's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna die.
Okay. And then what did you do next?
The cop was already in the house, and they said a fight's breaking out. And I said, then break us up. And they go, no. They go, no.
Okay.
They said, we're not breaking this up. You guys, they go, I don't know. They should have broke it up.
Yeah. But they didn't. So then what did you do next? What was your next action? Is that when he got his hand caught in the door? Or
you're asking weird questions. I'm just going to tell you flat out. He broke in my room. Okay. He started swinging on me, so I stabbed him. I warned him many fucking times.
Okay.
Like you keep trying to ask many questions.
We're just trying to get the timeline right so that we understand.
Check the cameras.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess that's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
You keep trying to work a time. I don't know if it was 7 a.m. or 2:30. I was tired.
Okay. If you're comfortable like that, that's fine by me. What medications are you on?
I need pain my spirit off, and I need something to calm. I'm in a extreme amount of pain, like caused by stress, and I get jumped a lot.
Okay, you said that you're SMI, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what of those prescriptions are for your SMI?
Gabapentin 103 times a day.
Okay, when was the last time you took that?
This morning.
Okay. And do you take it like morning, afternoon, night?
Yeah.
Did you miss a dose today?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Okay. All right. So just those two are your only prescription. The Respirodol and the gabapentin?
Yeah.
That's correct?
And I usually, my doctor doesn't like me at all.
Okay.
I keep saying I need something for extreme stress. Like,
Okay. But those are the only two that you're on right now? Yeah, okay. All right, give me a minute.
Hey, ready to go back down?
Some of the most unsettling interrogations to watch can be the ones where you cannot hate the suspect entirely. Brent mentions how he had been abused all his life. There's a sense of pity and sympathy towards their mental state, mixed with disgust towards their crimes. We can sympathize because we see the tip of the iceberg on how abused and neglected Brent may have been all of his life. But is it okay to use those traumas to take another life? Brent's case is the best example for that. He took Bradley's life, and that cannot be justified. But if he were given the resources to deal with his mental disorders, would we be watching the interrogation right now? The interrogation ends on Brent's heartfelt request to be sent to a psychiatric ward, because he knows the true extent of his mental disorder. He does not know his own diagnosis, just that he has an SMI, or serious mental illness. The U.S. law has many provisions to provide justice to the weaker and often overlooked sections of the society. People with mental health disorders are included in this. This is why there are laws like Ford versus Wainwright, 477 U.S. 399, back in 1986, where the U.S. Supreme Court upholds the insanity defense. While the crime cannot be justified by diagnosis, a person deserves a chance at rehabilitation. The irony is, criminals usually try to use this law as a loophole in the law to get reduced sentences for their crimes. And people like Brent, for whom the law is made, never really benefit from the same.